There's a part of me that makes it hard to see the world today. I often turn to comfort in these times. With my freaks and my geeks, I'll walk hard into the day. Helps to say fuck the lemons and bail. The cable guy will keep me warm on Talladega nights. When the world is feeling super bad, it makes me feel alright. The wanderlust just takes my mind off what's going on right now. Honey, I'm just a nerd for Apatow. Honey, I'm just a nerd for Apatow.
I'm Ethan Yeshaya, and this is Apatow Nerd. I had the unbelievable privilege of interviewing today's guest, Mo Collins. You know her from 155 episodes of Mad TV. You know her from Parks and Recreation, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Arrested Development. You've seen her all over, but you might not remember her name because she's a true character actor. She goes into that, so I don't need to. But she is one of the funniest people on the planet, and I don't know how I got her. So here she is, Mo Collins.
It's all so heavy on the head and on the heart. And I woke up today and I was knowing, like, I've got this today, and then tonight I'm actually doing an improv show. And, my first reaction was like, oh, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
But then I laid there and I'm like, no, I get to do this.
Yeah.
And that's where we have to be, especially like, I think it's really super duper important to do the good things, talk about the good things before they potentially even just disappear. God help us.
Yeah.
But I get to do these things today, and I have the privilege of being somebody that gets to talk about the things we're going to talk about today. And I have the privilege of, I'm going to make people laugh tonight when they need it the most.
That's so cool. I wish I could be at your show.
Yeah. It's just a little 50-seat theater. I do once a month. My friend Eric Price and I, who is also from Mad TV. And
oh, cool.
We just do a 30-minute set. It's a whole night of improv, and that's our little section.
Where is it, over at UCB, or where is it?
No, it's actually, tonight it's at a different LA Connection. It's just a little 50-seater.
Oh, that's really cool. Fun.
It's about that. It's about, as everything is these days, or should be, community.
Yep.
And like, those are my people.
Yeah.
Keep with your people. Keep well as you can keep.
Yeah. Well, I should talk to you after this, because I'm going to be in LA later in the month, and it would be really cool to see you. I don't know if you have any shows.
I don't know. Email me. You have my email. Let me know, and I'll let you know.
That would be so cool.
What's going on?
I get to see Pete Holmes' show, so I'm very excited about that.
Oh shit!
He does a Largo thing. Have you been to that yet?
That's right. He does it like once a month, right?
Once a month, and I've been to it once, and it was just magical. I got to see Judd live. It was great. Speaking of Judd.
Oh. Yeah, why doesn't Judd get me on one of those things? Asshole.
Jeez, yeah. And I was offended seeing that he only had you in 2 of his movies. I'm like, where?
Hun. Oh, hun. Yeah, he could have, should have launched my career.
Your career is just fine. I mean, I was
it's
looking
really
at...
not, but that's okay.
Do you really feel that way? Because I was looking at your credits and I was just amazed.
I didn't work last year, and I only did one job in 2024.
Oh, is that right?
That is true.
I would cast you in every... I think you're the most talented comedian I've ever seen.
I agree.
No, I'm serious.
No, I know. Look, I know. I mean, Judd still time he could change my life, and he probably, you should think about that.
Oh, I think it seems like he's doing a lot of documentary stuff lately. So you could do something really sad, and then maybe he'd want to document it.
Yeah. Well, you could look at my career and go, well, that's pretty...
Oh, come on. Jeez.
It's been a fight, Ethan. It's been a fight.
I can't believe that.
No, I know. It's, I should have I mean, I actually thought, the what was the movie? Pineapple Express?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's this. Yeah, at one point I was third person involved in the film,
Really?
and I was going into Judd's office to um, build a character to improvise and establish this character.
Yeah.
And then I did the table read, and I even had wardrobe coming up to me saying, "I can't wait to work with you."
Yeah.
And then they made the movie without me, and it was Rosie
Oh.
Perez that did my part.
Oh, you were playing that part. Oh
That's what I
man.
was supposed to play, and I think I would have done a better job.
Well, I agree.
We don't remember what she did in that movie, do we?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, I threw out one line and knocked up, and we remember it.
Well, and I do remember you as Gina, which is
Oh yeah.
every
Oh
time I every time I meet someone named Gina, I have a
yeah.
hard time saying the name correctly.
I'm so
Like,
sorry about that, but
Gina,
also,
is it?
yay. Sorry, Ginas of the world.
I noticed a pattern because I was doing a deep dive because I always loved you in different things, Starla on Arrested Development, things
Isn't
like
that the
that.
best name ever,
Yeah.
Starla? I just loved it. Going to my trailer, I loved it so, so, so much.
Yeah.
Starla, like it was the
Starla.
best.
It's so
Great
exciting.
show.
So great. I noticed a theme of a lot of vagina talk between a lot of your, but in different projects too, like on
Yeah, I
Curb.
lead with my vagina. I don't know what else to say about that. It's like I have a big mouth, but I have an even bigger vagina, as witnessed on
On
Curb
Curb.
Your Enthusiasm. I think it was when I auditioned, um, and the role in 40-Year-Old Virgin that I actually auditioned for, and the audition was entirely improv,
Yeah.
the whole shebang. There's no
Really?
script. Yeah. And I was auditioning for Jane Lynch's role.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In the
But
electronics store, she was like
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, she obviously had a much better look for, I can play that part, but she has a much better look for it.
sure.
And she's super talented too, but so am I. So they loved my improv. And so they said, would you come be a one of the speed dating ladies,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like, okay. So it was one day, $300. And I went and there were all these name tags and they said, just go ahead and, give yourself a name
Yeah.
and put it on. And then it was my turn to sit down and improvise with Steve Carell.
Hmm.
And the only direction I had was to be a lesbian.
That could mean so many things, but
Sure.
you took
Like,
it.
I was like, oh, and we were going to try a number of different character things, right?
Sure.
Like they knew with me that they could do that. So the first one, they're like, okay, let's be a lesbian. I'm like, all right. And of course, there's no script, right? So you don't know where the line is, the
Yeah.
edge, to know if you've gone too far.
Yeah.
So, the first thing out of my mouth is, Gina, what's up? And I was like, okay, they're going to call cut and send me home. Because right there, I'm like, oh God, yes, is this too far?
Yeah.
Did I fuck up? And they didn't call cut. So I thought, well, I'm in it now. I'm gonna keep going. And I kept going in the direction that I went.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And I'm like, but literally a voice in the back of my head was like, I'm so fired and going home after this. But
Yeah.
$300, whatever. And they call cut, and the whole place just busted out, just lost it.
You can't not laugh at Gina. That's it's ridiculous.
Yeah, like that first take was so long, like it just kept going too, and I'm like, oh wow, they are not stopping me, and I'm getting more and more
Was that the
foul and tuck your sack back and everything, and it's like, wow, okay, but they loved it, and the place just it kind of exploded, and it was like, all the other characters that I want to improv with Gina. I want to sit on
Yeah.
with Gina. So that's why in the what do you call it? The VHS where there's the extras on the end,
Right.
they put in, just some of those extra improvs because they all wanted to play with Gina after that.
There's no good way to say that.
There's no good way. No good way. They all wanted to play with Gina.
They all wanted to play with Gina.
Yeah, so that is what happened with that.
That's so cool.
It was 100% improvised.
Wait, so was this wasn't the audition, this was the actual taping.
This was this was shooting it. This was filming it.
Was it one of those things where they were aware of you and they just asked you to come in?
Yeah, because of the audition, because I had done so well with my improv, Judd was just like, "Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
She's going to use Jane Lynch for this other part, but see if she'll come in and be one of these speed daters."
Sure. That's so funny.
And there you have it.
And then, obviously he remembered you and casted you in as the doctor in
Yes, and Knocked Up, which
wasn't a great doctor, but
or was she?
maybe maybe she was.
Or was she perfect?
I was trying to find that scene on YouTube this morning. I couldn't find it, but I'll just have to buy the whole movie because it's so great.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever done on camera, probably, just because it was, literally just there in between her legs for about, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour is what, just sitting there saying one horrible thing after another. Like that's all I did was just sit there with her vagina in my face.
Yeah.
And say terrible things.
And I just realized that I don't know why, but your presence on Mad TV, I was always feeling like the closest I ever saw to something like that on SNL might be Kristen Wiig, and I guess she wasn't Knocked Up, and I always wondered why you guys didn't play sisters, because you're both kind of batshit crazy when you act.
Yeah, I mean, she's younger. She's like 10 years younger than me.
Sure.
And so, yeah, when she came on SNL, a lot of people were calling her little, like what do they call it? A little Mo or young Mo or something like
that. I can see why people would draw that connection.
Yeah.
But when I was watching some Mad TV clips this morning, and I was like, there is something different about you, which is every time I watch something, I go, what's wrong with her? What is wrong? Like that character Lorraine, she'll just be she'll just make like
Tell me you don't hear that all the time in Minnesota. That's where she's from.
I guess so.
Yeah,
but it's like, is it a vocal tick? Like when you were thinking
I started that character, I don't know if they still have it there, but is there a late night show called Balls?
I wish. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, there was a midnight show called Balls. Was it the Jungle?
Okay.
And that's where she started with my friend Melissa Denton from Minneapolis.
Oh, really?
There were two of them. And yeah. But you know what it was? So there's a Minnesota thing where it's like that, it's just sort of holding space to let the other person know that I'm still here with you. I just don't have much to say.
Right.
So yeah. And it's just all the mumbling. It's like, no, I'm still here.
It's so funny.
I don't know. It's an acknowledgement of being in the space with somebody when you don't have too much. I don't know. But I used to hear it all the time in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I really did. Maybe it's because it's so cold that our throats catch up there. I don't know.
Man, I think that was the part that I just kept laughing at the noise. I was like, I like lost track of what was going on in the scene because every time you go, it's just like, what the hell is going on?
It's bad. It's just, but the thing is, like, I'm 60. It's like my throat will catch now, and I can't Mo, I can't have my throat catch because people are like, oh my God, Lorraine.
Oh, funny.
You know what I mean? It's like my husband will be like, "Oh my God, you sound like Lorraine." Like it's me now.
Yeah.
It's me now. Can't do much about that.
So I was trying to think of how to ask this, but it's like, what what's it like to be really, really famous to some people, but maybe unknown to a lot of other people?
Accurate. Thank you. You just asked that beautifully, and that's a really. You know what? That is a great question, observation. It really is. Because I am really not famous.
Hmm.
There are people that are diehard Mo Collins fans.
Yeah.
Bless them. I wouldn't be here without them. To them, I am their, what to me would be Carol Burnett,
Yeah.
right? And I would flip if I ever had the privilege of meeting her. But honestly, I'm not famous to most, like people, I am not recognized out in the world.
Really? You don't get stopped or anything?
No, no. Even
Really?
when I was, no, no. Even when I was on the show. And part of that may be because I was always in wigs.
Yeah.
But I'm just this sort of bland woman out in the world that just blends right in. I'm super duper normal. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it.
That
I drive a Fiat, from
I used to drive a
2011.
Fiat.
You drive a Fiat?
I used to drive a Fiat.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to have a Fiat.
I love my little biscuit. I live in I've been in this house since 1999. It's
Uh-huh.
just like I don't, I'm not a famous person. I don't live like a famous person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a talented person that really affected some people with
Yeah.
my comedy
To
and
be
deeply affected them.
Yeah. To be honest, I personally find your style of career the most interesting and the type that I would like to have the most, which is I would love to be famous to a handful of people that really, really love me. And then, but
Yeah.
you're widely like I've noticed with friends, when I bring up your name, they often would say who, and then I would say Starla, Joan Calamezzo, whatever. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, she's the funniest.
That's
And it's
exactly.
I think
They don't necessarily know my name.
you're in the perfect spot though, because you can go to Target. I mean, maybe you're
I'm
boycotting Target.
boycotting Target right now, but
Okay,
yeah.
but you can go to
Yeah. I go
a good store.
everywhere. I go everywhere. I like my life has not been changed, in that way.
That sounds really exciting
Yeah,
to live how
I
you
don't
do.
want that kind of fame. Do you know what I mean? I don't want that kind of fame to where
Yeah.
a normal life is so altered. I just wouldn't want that. I love to work, and I wish I
Yeah.
wish I was working. I love working and working with the people I've gotten to work with.
Yeah.
I love making the crew crack up. I love meeting fans.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well,
But
I'm
it is
glad to hear
funny,
that because you're
you
meeting one.
know, people still even some diehards, if they just don't even until, for instance, like I would be doing fan conventions for Fear the Walking Dead,
Yeah.
which is a totally different fandom.
Right.
And they're up at the table, and I have pictures there, of course, and there'll be like a picture of, Stuart's mother, Doreen.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what are you doing with that? And I'm like, well,
That's
that's
me.
me. And they'll flip out. Flip out. But it goes the other way too, where people that are fans of Mad TV and are like, wait, what? You were Sarah in Fear? Well, what? And I'm
Yeah.
like, and you look at my table of photos or you look at my IMDb and you're like, oh my God. Like no wonder my name is Mo, because it's short for more. I have played more unique from this end of the spectrum to that end of, like,
Yeah.
just wild assortment. I'm a character actor. That's who I am.
That's so cool. That sounds so much fun. Is it hard to keep track of so many, because you probably have to bring them back later often, like on Mad TV you would have to like remember what it's like to be Stuart's mother and then like do a bunch of other people and then come back to it, right?
Oh, that's kind of easy. Maybe that's my psychosis or something, but no, that's pretty easy. I mean, I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that kind of amazes me because I watched a bunch of clips in the last couple of days, and some of your characters have similarities in their personality,
Sure.
but their quirks will be really defined. And it's like you have to
Yeah.
keep track of all those details.
I really like to make my characters idiosyncratic.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that I approach finding characters comes from a place of consideration.
Okay.
I think I consider people, right?
Yeah.
Even if I'm not building a character, I look at people and I consider who they are. You
Mm.
know, what made them the way they are, what makes them tick, why do they walk with a limp? Why are they angry? You
So
know,
it
it's like,
actually comes from a place of compassion a little bit.
yeah,
That's
it
probably
does.
good because
No matter
like
how hideous and awful they are, yeah,
because
it does come from a place of compassion.
that's good to hear because when I was watching Lorraine, I was like, what poor person is she making fun of?
Lorraine is awesome. And I'm
She's
actually,
amazing.
you know,
Yeah.
I am not making fun of them. I am shining a light on them.
Yeah. No, it sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm a mockingbird, not in the bad
Yeah.
sense of the word.
Right.
I play what I see, I play back like a
Sure.
mockingbird. That's what I'm doing. I'm just showing you who you are,
Yeah. That's so cool.
what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched the one where Lorraine was writhing on the mattress in the
Oh
mattress.
God, that killed my back.
Oh, really? Yeah. I was like,
Oh yeah, straight
that
to the
looks painful.
chiropractor for that.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
still hurt in that spot. I could like, yeah. But I mean, physical comedy was like, it's my, ooh, I love it.
And then the one where you played the lady that doesn't have a chin.
Oh, Carol Fitty.
Yeah, that was really funny. And I don't know how many times you played her. I just saw the one clip earlier today, but you couldn't stop laughing, and it was so contagious. I was laughing watching it. Everyone on set seemed to be laughing.
Yeah, it was all so ridiculous. You know, that was actually the first time I did Carol Fitty was my last live tape show for Mad TV.
Oh,
And
really?
I, you know, for as much care as I always put into my characters, no matter how small the part in the sketch, I really considered them,
Yeah.
thought of them. What do I want them to be?
Right.
And this one, I went to like hair and makeup. I'm like, give me the ugliest wig that you have. I want your ugliest, tightest wig. I'm going to make a stupid face like I'm a 5-year-old and not think about who this character is. I'm just going to put all these dumb things together and see what happens.
Yep.
Like I'm not going to, and then it turned into a person
I love that she can't put the party hat on
because of
because of
no
her chin.
chin,
She
because
doesn't
she's
have a
part
chin.
turtle.
So she
You
puts
know,
it under her nose.
yeah. And what was so great too was like most of that, when we were rehearsing that sketch, it was not doing well. It was failing.
Yeah.
Like it just wasn't coming together.
Oh,
So
interesting.
it's one of those things that are like, oh, but we're still going to have it in the show with the
Yeah.
audience. Okay, then we better perform the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And that's really what resulted there was that you have a cast of incredibly talented people that know how to perform,
Mm-hmm.
not just do the written word, but these are performers. This is why you
Yeah.
get funny people to do
Yeah.
comedy, because they'll perform it.
Yeah.
So that's really what happened. It was like, you know, me with a stupid, stupid face and ugly wig and horrible t-shirt. Like, I'm just going to be dumb, like just to be silly.
Yeah.
It ended up being good,
Yeah.
right? And we were just the audience was howling. We were out of our minds with laughter, just having so much fun that it just turned out great. And then they did end up doing the sketch again, you know, it did recur
Yeah.
because we made it succeed. We found how to make it succeed.
So, I mean, obviously, You have a lot of gifts. I'm analyzing you in real time.
Down for it. This is good. This is like therapy. It's
Yeah.
great.
I noticed you compliment yourself a few times in this conversation, and I think that's really beautiful. And I don't think people give themselves a lot of self-love. I'm working on the opposite problem in therapy, having enough self-confidence, enough self-love.
Yeah.
And it's cool to hear you be like, no, I'm the fucking shit. And
I had to learn that. I'm the
Okay.
most insecure person you could possibly have met.
is that right?
Oh my God. Oh my God. And you know, my insecurities,
Mm-hmm.
maybe part of why I don't have the success I probably should, because I let people devalue me.
Oh,
And I did. I let people devalue me. I let them pay me next to nothing.
yeah.
And I accepted that because my self-worth was too low.
Mm-hmm.
Now, those days are over.
Good.
I understand my worth. I know I have value, and I am my best advocate, as we all should be.
That's so cool.
I think it starts with yourself, as they all say, that's self-love, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's being okay without being, a braggart and awful about it.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, I'm super talented and anybody would be lucky to have me. I bring
Yeah.
gifts. I'm really good. I'm kind on set.
Yep.
I bring extra. Like, and I'm gonna own that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, tout yourself. Be your best advocate,
And I think that skill probably adds to your comedy, because it seems like, especially the types of characters that you play, it's almost like Chris Farley, where if you don't commit 150%, it
Yeah.
probably won't hit.
Yeah.
So you have to be like full psycho.
Yeah, you really do. It only helps to commit to it. Don't half-ass it, you know?
Yeah.
There's
But
no
I
point
think
in that.
I think commitment doesn't take necessarily skill all the time as much as it takes bravery to do that. So that's the skill. I feel like your self-confidence, maybe you didn't have it before, but you have the belief in yourself enough to go 200%.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I love that you call it bravery. Um, to me, it just feels like instinct.
Okay.
Like, and if I'm committed to it, I'm just gonna stay inside of it and see where it takes me.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't work, we try something else,
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a journey. It's like I love getting inside something and like, let's see where this is gonna go. That's why I
Yeah.
love improv, right? It's like,
Yep.
where's this gonna go?
Yeah.
And just stay inside of it and commit to it and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, I suppose in terms of how a lot of people in this industry approach it, that is bravery. Because I
Yeah.
think a lot of people very carefully, concoct and put out and all of that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a bit more, I don't know, like I don't know. I think it's also me testing my own boundary, like testing my own skills. See, where can I go? I want to know where I can go too. As much as I want to
Yeah.
do the right thing by whatever project I'm working on,
Mm-hmm.
it's also, I mean, it's my journey. I'm trying to see where I can go.
Okay. Well, I'm just following my own thoughts here, because this is my first, I'm going to call you a celebrity, even though you're probably going to say, oh, I'm not a celebrity, but like you're working on Hollywood movies and shows. So you're a celebrity to people like us. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna stop you.
So I'm just following where my brain is going. You talked about, I don't know, I think you talked about it in this conversation, but I also listened to you on a podcast earlier today because I like to be prepared.
Yeah,
And
good.
you, and you talked about you like to find the line, and get right up to it and see where it is and kind of feel it out.
Yeah, well, what it is you have to go over the line to know where the line is.
Yeah.
This is what I
Yeah.
say all the time regarding comedy, and especially when you're working on a show like Mad TV.
Sure.
Our job was to go over the line to know where the line is.
Yeah.
That's literally, I really believe that's the job of comedy, because comedy is a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
It shows the parameters of what we're doing in a time space continuum.
Yep.
And that also is something that shifts,
Right.
right? The line is in a completely different place now than it was when I was doing Matt TV.
That's what I was curious about, because the types of jokes that you would probably maybe be discouraged from making now. But I can tell that I followed your Instagram for years. I can tell you care a lot about people, and
I do.
You would probably fall to the left of the political spectrum.
I'm a progressive.
Yeah. So where does the line feel like it is for you now?
Oh, it's such an interesting question, and one hard to know the answer to, unless you're doing some. I've always been aware of hurting people's feelings. I don't want to
Yeah,
hurt people's feelings.
definitely.
And so I really kind of trust my gut. I know my intentions and things, and I think sometimes what's been so lost these days is context.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have to sort of assume a lot of times that somebody is misunderstanding my context
Yeah,
sometimes. I have to assume that. So in doing something, I'll be aware to make it so clear what my intentions are with something
yeah,
that it can't be questioned. It still will be, trust
yeah,
me. They'll come at you for nothing
yeah.
um, all day. But that's not my mental illness, that's theirs,
Sure.
which I'm also aware of. Like that this country, everyone has PTSD right now.
Yeah.
Everybody. And
Agreed.
and so, sensibility wise, sometimes I just think like I just kind of need to do silly things and make people laugh too.
Yeah.
Like tonight doing an improv show, I'm just going to be silly.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, could I be more pointed and political or whatever
Sure.
about things? I definitely could, and tonight's not going to be that night.
Yeah.
Unless it is like, God, it could just end up coming out because it's improv. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm hyper sensitive to, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Sure.
I would like to show people who they are
Yeah.
and bring them around to their better selves. If I can help do that, I'd like to do that.
Absolutely.
And sometimes in comedy, that's a tool to
Yeah.
help do that. It's like I have a show that I've done a few times now called Mo Collins' Wigging Out.
Yeah.
And it's just me improvising monologues. The audience one at a time, they'll come up, pick a wig for me. I'll get
That's
suggestions.
so cool.
Yeah, and I improvise a monologue
That's wonderful.
based on their suggestions with inside this new character, because I have a mirror so I can kind of see, well, okay, who's this? And
Is there a video of that somewhere?
no, there really isn't right
Oh,
now. No, but
man.
it's something I actually want to tour.
Go to Netflix. They need to get on that. That's so funny.
First, I need to get it out in front of people. Like
Yeah.
I want to do it up in Minneapolis really badly, and that will happen.
I mean, your sensibility, obviously you're Minnesotan and you still have a little bit of the accent because I heard you say bag.
Yeah,
I think performing here you would hit really hard.
I would hope so, but I also
Yeah.
have because I still have insecurities. I'm like, nobody's going to show up, but
Oh, come on. No.
well, dude, it's like I did it a couple times here at UCB, and there were 50 people in the audience, so it's like
Maybe I'm wrong, but I would imagine sometimes it's harder
in
for
LA.
well-known people because LA, everyone's famous. Everyone's got a
Nobody goes.
podcast, right?
No, really, they're not coming in. That's why I want to go out
Yeah.
to different cities to where the Mo Collins fans really are.
Well,
I
and
want to be where they
we're
live.
we're so grateful when John Mulaney or Pete Holmes or someone comes to town because we're like, oh, we usually would have to go to LA or New York to see a cool show like that, and they're
Yeah.
here in our town. Like, yeah, people in the middle of the country, I feel like I would imagine could be really good audiences for things like that.
Because I did this show down in Austin, and it's just killed.
Yeah,
It's just, it was amazing.
that's so fun.
But yeah, but it's like, but that's a place where I really want to use all that I am, and part of who I am is my eye on humanity and politics and
Yeah,
how people are. And so it is an opportunity to, through these characters, show some things.
yeah,
I do kind of feel like comedians and such are sort of regaining their footing in this moment and just going, I I know that the context of what I'm saying is not meant to be offensive or isn't actually offensive.
yeah,
It's not my fault that some person coming in with this sort of new eye on comedy and being offended, and people just love to be offended. There's
yeah,
also that. They love to be mad at something. To which there's people that are just of the mind now, and I'm with them on this. Is like, just then don't come to this show.
sure,
Just don't go find the show you want.
yeah,
That's all.
yeah,
Like, not everything is for everybody,
that's true.
and let's just leave it at that. Because
That's true.
I've just heard so many comedians where it's like, and again, I got that Minnesota nice in me. I'm sensitive to kindness and
Yeah,
compassion and things. And it's like, I'll listen to something that all of a sudden is, on the radar for being they're put on blast. And I'll
yeah.
listen or watch and I'm like, they missed the context.
They missed some clues. Yeah.
They're not even listening.
Mm-hmm.
They're not hearing it at all. They're just because maybe they heard one word in there that they don't like that word, you know, and it turns the whole thing off for them. And then they go throw it online and take somebody down. It's like, no, that's also not the place we want to live.
Yeah.
It's not the space we want to live in.
Right.
You just don't have to like everything. That's all.
And I want to bring this back to Judd because I think Judd's work is misunderstood sometimes. It seems to me like when he puts his hands on a project, he really adds a sense of realness and sadness to comedy that other stuff might just be silly, but he'll add kind of like there's a moment in Superbad, the two main characters get in a fight about like how they have to be separated when they go off to college. And then there's this like all this heart in the movie. And I always suspected that Judd was kind of behind bringing heart even to the silliest movies. And I could be totally off about that. But I've also heard him talk.
All along.
Yeah.
It really has. Like that is one of the most profound elements of comedy.
Yeah.
And that's why we say comedy is drama or tragedy plus time.
Yeah.
Because that's true.
Yeah.
It's always been, if you go back, I don't want to go all the way back, but even like a Laurel and Hardy,
Yeah.
it's just sad. They're
Yeah.
sad. Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, tragic.
Yeah.
So it's, to me, it's if you find a way to incorporate that, and I just kind of feel like it just should be in there somewhere. That's what comedy is at its core.
Yeah. That's lovely. I always like bittersweet things in art. I don't want just, tragedy porn necessarily, but I like a good balance, and so many of my favorite things are kind of comedy and drama together.
Always. I've
I just
always
really,
been that way. was like, I was such a maudlin child, it's like when I think about it, like what a depressing little girl. Um,
Well,
you
because,
know,
I was watching, did you ever see Judd's show called Love on Netflix? It's Paul Rust and Gillian Jacobs are the stars. It's
I
only
don't know.
it's only
I think
three
I might have watched,
seasons.
maybe I might have watched a couple episodes. I remember the name.
It's only 3 seasons. I highly recommend it because it's like
Okay.
it's really there's a lot of moments that I'm like, oh, I really feel that right now.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like it deeply speaks to kind of painful things in life that I've experienced or at least felt
That's good
or met,
comedy.
and I'm just like, wow, that's well done, guys.
That's how we heal from that shit. It's
Yeah.
like it's used in comedy to help us heal from those things and to let us know that we're not alone in feeling that.
Yeah. And so I guess that's why I kind of chose Judd in particular, but it's also just an excuse for me to talk about all kinds of other things that are
Yeah.
related and sometimes not
Yeah.
related and sort of related. And I think it'll be fun.
You're gonna have a good time and you're doing great.
Hey, did I do okay? Am I doing okay?
You did great.
I was so
You did
nervous.
great. Ah,
I
no,
called
there's
my
no re
wife on the way on the way
Yeah.
back home. I was like, oh
No,
man.
I know. It's like I know people are nervous to do it. Oh, their dog's going for a walk.
And
Hey.
I was doing something so different than being I'm going to call myself a famous podcast host right now because I'm interviewing a famous person that actually makes me a famous person by proxy. So thank you.
Oh. Yeah, look, all I ask is that if you see Judd, tell him he still has time to really
Oh,
make it happen.
I'll push for you.
He can really make it happen for me still.
I want to see you in a starring role though. I really do.
That would be amazing. Yeah, Hollywood has sort of retired me in a way, but I'm still here. I'm still trying. I am going to be oh, you might like this.
Yeah.
After not being on camera for a year and a half, I'm going to be on camera.
What are you doing?
I am doing Amy Poehler's new show
Oh, cool.
called Dig. It's just literally a guest star.
Yeah.
But maybe hopefully I get a couple episodes at least.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I'm
Sometimes
hoping.
I've heard stories about guest stars like they end up being one of the main characters because the
Well,
creators
that
are like,
definitely
"Oh
happens. I
shit."
mean, John Calamezzo was just going to be a one time, and it's like it ended up doing 19 episodes.
Are you sick of talking about Parks and Rec? Can we talk about Parks and
We
Rec?
can talk about it.
What a wonderful show.
It's a great show.
It's a
I
wonderful
always say
show.
this. The thing is, when the captain of the ship is Amy Poehler with no ego, you
Yeah.
can't come on board the ship with an ego. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And and so that's just so that environment was all just about making the best comedy that we
Yeah.
could make. Bringing out the best of everybody. That's why it worked so well.
So I know I listened to your episode with what's Gary Larry's name in real life?
Oh,
Uh
Jim,
Jim O'Hare. Yeah.
yeah, he's a
Uh,
friend of mine.
I could tell you guys were actual close friends.
Hmm.
Who else did you really bond with in the cast of that show?
Oh God. I mean, I had fun with everybody.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, but Jim and I, we all got involved with this other with a nonprofit scenario, so we also got to be friends,
Yeah.
and we're friends now. Yeah,
He
but
seems really funny.
yeah, yeah, it was good times. So I'm excited to, because it's Amy Poehler and Mike Schur exec producing this. So
Oh, Mike Schur is on board. He's the
Mike Schur,
man. Mike Schur's the man.
he is the man. He is the man, and I'm grateful to him because I know, I mean, I didn't have to audition for this. It's like they're just having me come in and do an episode because they know I'm good for it, and I appreciate that.
You know what? Okay, who am I to talk about any of this stuff? But uh, it sounds like you have some feelings about your work in the last couple of years. But I got to say, as a viewer, I've noticed that comedy has just changed. Like you don't see a lot of movies coming out that are comedies anymore. So it feels
Yeah.
like comedy in general, stand up seems bigger than shows. in some ways.
Well,
It's just kind of
I
changed.
think part of that is people actually want comedy. A lot of comedy now is not in the hands of funny people. So
Sure.
it's not as funny.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer if you're gonna make something funny, get funny people.
Yeah.
Um, and there's a different criteria in casting for a lot of things now.
Sure.
And there's a catch 22. This is maybe boring business stuff to you,
I
but
like it.
okay. But like the catch 22 right now is you have to have work to get work.
Yep.
Because if you'll notice, you're seeing the same people over and over and over
Yep.
because they just get offered the next thing.
Yeah.
I'm stuck because I don't have work.
Hmm.
So it takes a Mike Schur to call me up and go, come do this episode.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have work. Like, it's just, that's how the same people are just offered the next. A lot of people have 2 shows going or 3,
Yeah.
whereas so many of us, there's nothing left for us. It's just, they're on recycle. Uh, and a lot of it is your social media numbers,
Yep.
things like that, having nothing to do with talent.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it's because so much of the business is in the hands of uncreative people.
That's interesting to hear.
Yeah.
I would say for a layman, I know quite a bit about Hollywood and things like that because I'm just interested. I Google, I watch documentaries and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I'm not in that world. So I'm, it's all interesting for me to hear. It's all
Yeah, I mean, it's working great for some people. They're going from one job to the next, and that's great. And I don't
Yeah.
begrudge people getting work. I would like some too.
yeah.
That's all. That's all. I would like some too.
It sounds hard to be an actor in that
It's
way.
it's just about the most difficult, and as you go forward, it's like it's not like most jobs where you gain. It's like you get respect.
Yeah.
It's like you see your pay go down. Your visibility.
Right.
It's like, don't we don't know you're 60. Well, you're just about done, aren't you, Mo? It's like
Come on.
oh, I'm actually not.
Yeah.
I'm not done, fuckers. You fuckers. Like, what do you mean die? No, I'm more talented than I've ever been. Call me,
Yeah. Well, if I was making something, I would call you
I
right
know
away.
you would. So get on that, Ethan.
Maybe I should.
Yeah,
I've
maybe
always
you
wanted
should.
I've always wanted to write.
Well, get to it, Ethan.
Should I do it?
First character's name is a 6. It will be played by Mo Collins.
You're America's auntie.
I am, aren't
Well, because
I?
you're Auntie Mo to some
Yeah.
people that I know, but I think you're America's auntie.
There's your show. What's funny about that? You're absolutely, I actually, when was this? Oh gosh, maybe 8 years ago now. I actually, with Amy Poehler and a writer, we pitched a show and sold it to ABC called Aunt Jill. And it
Really?
was about a crazy kind of 50-year-old aunt, at the time. We just never got to make it, but yeah.
So should I write something specifically for you and cast
Yes.
myself in it?
Yes. Too
I could,
quick?
you and I could play like a 32-year-old single guy who his wife, well, God forbid my wife ever leaves me, but his wife just left him and he has to move in with his aunt.
There you go. Yep.
But then of course they become best friends and
Yeah, it's just one life lesson after another, coming from both. Well, what are you going to do with the rest of your day, Ethan?
I was going to ask you that. Let's see what's going on today. Do I have to teach music? No, I don't think I do.
Oh, you teach music?
I do. I teach music lessons.
What do you play?
I'm a bass player. Actually, let me show you 1 second. I'll be right back. I got bored a couple years ago. I think it was during the pandemic, and I decided to decorate my bass guitars. So I have one that's all Judd Apatow.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you can see that well, but my
See,
favorite
no,
one.
that's the kind of thing. See, these are the kinds of things that you get in front of them, and then you get an interview with them. I'm serious.
Well, you know, I posted the Judd Apatow bass on Instagram a few years ago, and Judd commented on it, and he said, "Slap it," which I thought was really funny because it would be slapping him. But he seems like a self-deprecating guy, so I understand.
Well, you know, when you get this podcast up and link, I'll attach them. What the heck?
I can't believe I didn't ask you about Curb. What's wrong with me?
Did we not talk about Curb?
Can we talk about Curb real quick?
Yeah.
Larry, is he super nice?
Yes.
I always suspected that he acts like an asshole, but he's like probably super sweet.
He's super nice. He's exactly like he is. Like that's, but yeah, like, I really liked working with him. That's one of those places where it's like, wow, I just cracked up. Larry David, that feels pretty good.
Oh, that must be must be the best.
Yeah, and we had nice conversations, like just, you know, he would come and sit by me and we had really nice conversations and I always appreciated that.
Yeah. He seems very smart too. I can tell he likes
and I
history.
Think he saw that I am too, and that I, you know, was not just some asshole, but somebody worthy of a conversation himself.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I love Larry David.
And why the hell am I not in his sketch show? What the fuck is going on with people? Come on, man.
Well, you have to, I think you have to message the Obamas because apparently they're executive producing. Okay. Yeah, Hollywood's gotten really weird. We got Obama executive producing a show and we have Stephen Colbert running for president.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, weirder things have happened. Like guy from The Apprentice is the president now. So fuck it.
It is very weird.
Nothing weirder.
There's nothing weirder because I definitely watched that show as a kid. I had the Mad magazines where they would make fun of him when I was in like third grade. Yeah.
And then they dumbed America down and people voted for him. Oh,
it's
pity.
Wild. Well, it was so gracious of you. I'm so gracious that you did this. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Ethan.
Maybe I'll see you at the state fair.
Your premiere. And I doubt it'll get any better than what we had today.
Maybe not.
It's just you're starting at the pinnacle because you got me. So, you're gonna have fun.
Thank you.
I'm excited for your journey with this, and I wish you all the best with it.
Apatow Nerd is created, hosted, recorded, edited, and mixed by me, Ethan Yeshaya. The lovely theme music was written and recorded by my dear friend Nick Costa. If you can connect me with someone who's worked with Judd Apatow or have an Apatow-related story, please send me an email at apatownerd@gmail.com. Stay curious, be funny, and we'll see you next time.